This is playoff time. The ones that aren't afraid to take pressure. The ones that aren't afraid to take the last shot. The ones who want to win it all, no matter what it takes. Everybody's watching. Everybody's ready to criticize. But not everyone can do what these people do. These are the greatest under pressure. These are the top 10 NBA playoff players of all time. At number 10, we got Kawhi Leonard, a person who personally made his name in the playoffs. Just quiet, just want to win, not afraid of the moment. Don't do too much talking at all. But he one of the best players on this court when it comes playoff time. Takes his game to a whole nother level. Drove teams that you would never think could be there. Took a team over the hump that was never able to do it. Made his name with the San Antonio Spurs from the playoffs, from guarding arguably the best player to ever play this game in LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard is number 10. At number 9, we got Dwayne Wade, aka The Flash, a person who's personally known for single-handedly destroying an NBA Finals by himself, a person who single-handedly took over a finals all by himself. Definitely one of them ones when it comes to playoffs. Takes his game to a whole nother level. A lot of people always talk about Kobe and Bron, but back then he was one of them ones too. Doesn't get enough respect. Doesn't get talked about amongst the greats. But every NBA legend will tell you Dwayne Wade is a complete monster and is dedicated to the game at all times and is completely unselfish. At number 8, Larry Bird. This dude's presence on the game can never be filled. Most look up to him. Beat some of the greatest players that have ever played this game. I'm talking about top dogs. He's definitely one of the best to ever play this game. Definitely put NBA on the map and took it to another level. Rolls his game to another level when it comes playoff time and would not be stopped by anyone. Would not be denied by anyone. Forever a legend and forever respected by any NBA fan. At number 7, Hakeem Olajuwon. Many people don't know how great this dude is. This dude invented footwork. This dude was the king of the dream shake. Definitely put the Rockets on the map in the 90s, and people do not know how dominant his run in the 90s playoffs were. 3-time champion and is unstoppable when rings are on the line. At number 6, we got Shaquille O'Neal, aka Shaq Diesel. A lot of people just remember how dominant Shaq was, but do you know he took it to a whole nother level in the playoffs? Dude was one of the greatest players of all time on one of the greatest teams of all time, with also one of the all-time greats in Kobe Bryant. Everybody argued that this could be the greatest team of all time. And guess what? Shaq Diesel was the star of it. Shaq was a star ever since he came in this league and was dominant, taking 2 or 3 people to guard him in a playoff game. And it still wouldn't work. A 30 and 20 machine. A monster. Shaq Diesel at number 6. At number 5, we got Tim Duncan, the greatest power forward to ever touch a basketball. If it was not for Tim Duncan, Yes, the Spurs had a great team, but he personally put them on the map with 5 championship rings. Yes, I said it, 5 championship rings. I've watched teams in the playoffs have no answers for this dude, sending 2 and 3, 4 people at him. There was never an answer for Timmy D. Skill sets off the charts and showed up in the biggest moments and never shied away. At number 4, Magic Johnson. What can't this dude do? This dude is responsible for putting the NBA on the map and taking it to a whole nother level. Well loved by everyone, well respected by everyone, has every skill set you can imagine, can play all 5 positions, and was known for winning, strictly winning. When it came playoff time, he was going to do each and everything that you needed. You never had to worry with this dude on the other side. Magic is one of the most loved and most respected, most humble basketball players of all time and deserves his flowers. Some may say he's the greatest point guard of all time. How can you argue with it? At number 3, Kobe Bean Bryant. This dude's preparation for the game and respect that he gets is like no other. One of the most dedicated basketball players that ever graced this planet. Made it clearly obvious that the playoff time was nothing to play with from the start of the season. Honestly, also could be number 1 on this list. Winning was always a priority. And you may not like him, which I don't understand. If you are not a fan of Kobe Bryant, I know you respect him though. His hard work, his preparation, his love for the game is up there with the greats. Probably top 2. Playoff time was his time. R.I.P. Mamba. We love you. At number 2, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Most people may say, why is this dude number 2? He's the GOAT. Well, let me tell you why. Regular season and playoffs were the same to him. It didn't matter. He approached the game angry. He approached the game wanting to kill. Every game. Regular season and playoffs. And also had a killer team behind him. Mike wanted to win ever since he was cut from his high school team. Yes, I said it. Mike was cut from his varsity high school team and never looked back, dropping 60-point games, 69-point games in the NBA playoffs. As a rookie, by the way, versus one of the greatest players of all time in Larry Bird. One of the greatest rookie seasons of all time. And always showed the lights was never too bright for him. Most people say he's the GOAT. How can you argue he's not? We love you, Mike, and we will always look up to you. And at number 1, LeBron James. Now, this isn't a GOAT thing. This isn't a competition. But LeBron James took teams that never, ever should have been there to the finals that any of these greats wouldn't have been able to do. The pressure has been on this dude ever since he was an 18-year-old kid. I don't know any player in life who can go and exceed expectations like this dude did. The 2007 Cavs, you barely remember anybody on that team. The 2018 Cavs. The 2015 Cavs without Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. Let's also not forget, the pressure is on this dude every single time he comes in the playoffs. If he gets put out the first, second, third round, or the finals, he's a failure. He's a loser. He's a crybaby. No one has this amount of pressure on them going into every game and still performing, still blocking all the noise out for years, and is still having the same expectations at 40 years old till this day. We will never ever get another player like this in life again, and it's just being real. He exceeded expectations, went into plenty finals, and was the underdog. 3-1 comeback, San Antonio Spurs, OKC Thunder. LeBron James has come out on top versus most. We love you, Bron, and I want you to know I respect you.